everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel, Love for Intuitive Astrology. So for everyone who's new, my name is Michelle. I'm an intuitive astrologer. I combine my knowledge of astrology with my intuition, and that will be reflected in this video. So today I will talk about this new moon in a sign of Pisces that will happen on the 10th of March at 20 degrees and 16 minutes. So check in your chart if you have any planets at 20 degrees, because then you will be highly impacted by this new moon. But I'm not going to talk about just those planets, right? I'm going to talk about each and every single sign, so stay tuned. I will start with a general description of this new moon, and then we're going to discuss the signs. And I always recommend you to watch your sun sign and your rising sign, and if you want, you can also watch your moon sign, okay? I kind of like this new moon. It's a little bit of a release and relief after January and February, because we had such an impact of Pluto, we had such an impact of Saturn, and now we're going into a more, let's say, I wouldn't say calm time, but you're gonna feel a bit lighter, okay? So we still have all planets direct, so this is very, very positive. This means that you can go ahead and go for your projects, right? So whatever it is that you're working on, now is the time to set it in motion. So we have a lot of air energy and we have a lot of water energy. We have very little fire energy, and fire is usually the instigator of enthusiasm. So what is important here, because water wants you to go with the flow, go with the waves, right? So during this new moon, make sure that you go with the flow, go with the waves of life, okay? And Aquarius is an air sign. It's very intellectual. It's ruled by Uranus. It wants fun and excitement. So whatever it is that your focus is on, which we're going to discuss with the signs as well, you can check also your own chart, your own birth chart, and make the puzzles with the planets and the influences, which I think is really fun to do. So, yeah, go with the flow, have lots of fun with whatever it is you're doing. We have Venus and Mars in the sign of Aquarius, and Aquarius is definitely the humanitarian sign. It wants to improve the world. It wants to break free out of the box, right? So whatever your comfort zone is, maybe it's time to break free from that. And Pisces is like, listen to your intuition. Let us guide you. Let your higher self guide you, right? So if you have flashes of insights during this new moon, and that's definitely gonna happen because we have this new moon in a sextile with Uranus, okay? So that is ruled by Aquarius. So again, this is a very intuitive new moon. You're gonna have a lot of ideas. This new moon is also in a conjunction with Neptune. And even though it's like 7 degrees away, it will still be felt. So meditation, channeling, writing, creativity, arts, all these things are really going to help you to set things in motion. So it's really important right now to listen to your intuition, because it can take you to the next level, right? So this new moon in a sextile with Uranus, and Uranus is in an earth sign. And earth signs like action, okay? Wants to bring this intuitive insight, this idea into action. So air is where all the ideas are created, right? In the air signs. So this is where you're thinking about, you're putting things in a strategic plan. Earth signs are the ones that can take action, okay? Earth energy takes the action. And then water is about feeling things, right? Knowing what's the right direction to go, listening to your feelings and to your emotions, because they are the compass of your body. So we do have a bit of lack of fire energy, okay? We do have Mercury at 0 degrees in Aries. And I like, at least we have some fire. We have also Chiron and the North Node at an exact conjunction at 17 degrees together. So there will be some bumps in the road, like you're taking action, you're going towards your dreams, but there might be some insecurities coming up, like, am I good enough? Can I do this? Is this opportunity something that I'm worthy of? Can I take leadership and ownership with the direction that I'm going to? Okay, and that really depends where your focus is at. You can see this in many ways. This can be your job, this can be your relationship, this can be family, right? What are you afraid to take action on? What are you afraid to overcome? Like, what are your fears? Why don't you, what is preventing you from fully stepping into your authenticity? Like, being afraid to be your best self. Like, in the past, I really struggled with my intuitive side because I have a lot of earth in my chart, so I'm very focused on work. I love working. I love, you know, for some of you that don't know, I also have a marketing agency and I focus on SEO and content writing, and I'm super, I'm really intrigued by it. I love doing that. But I was ignoring and shaming on this intuitive side of me, which was always there. It was there since I was born, and it took a long time before I accepted it, and I did something with it, and now it's part of me. It's integrated in my body, in myself. And you know what, people started accepting it when I accepted it within myself. Doesn't mean that they have to support it or have to understand it, but people accept you when you accept yourself. And this is a very deep message that I want to bring to you, that when you accept who you are, other people will too. And if they don't accept you and you accept yourself, you're gonna be like, okay, fair enough. You're going your way, I'm going my way, because this is who I am. And that doesn't mean that if you're and I'm talking about authentic self, right? So if you're not your authentic self, you will have still these traits that you're unwilling to change because, so I want to make a really clear difference with that. It's like, this is who I am, or doing bad things and saying this is who I am, because that's a very different story. That's unwillingness to change. But if you're in your authentic flow, and you're being creative and positive, so everything that's flowing with creativity and flowing with joy is really the universe saying you're on the right path, okay? And that's this Pisces energy. And we had Saturn there. Now it's still at 9 degrees in a conjunction with this new moon. So there will be a slight impact still, but it's more about a commitment. So what in February put you down, made you feel less, this is what you're gonna work on. Because sometimes we have to work on our weaknesses, right? Because we can keep working on what we're good at, but maybe sometimes you have to focus on something you're not so good at. Or you're gonna pay someone to help you with that side. And you know, on the way there, you're gonna learn more and more about it, right? This is also Chiron, the wounded healer. Very often, very good at something that came from a certain wound. So, yeah, you're gonna have a lot of exploration. Mercury is in a sextile with Pluto, so this is a powerful speech, okay? And Pluto is now also in Aquarius, so you will see that people will stand up for their rights. There are gonna be a lot of people doing maybe peaceful demonstrations or protests. We do have Mars in a square with Uranus, okay? And that's the only placement during this new moon that I'm a little worried about because it's a snappy energy, right? Because Aquarius is ruled by Uranus, and it's like boom, it goes from one thing to another. It's unexpected. When it comes in with the planet of anger, it's snappy energy, okay? Unexpected anger, maybe frustration that things are not going the way you want them to go, because these unexpected changes might be uncomfortable at first, but you're gonna grow into it, okay? Just go with the flow and trust the divine that where you need to go is where you need to be, okay? So there will be some frustrations and snappy energy, but also excitement. It's almost like both things are happening at the same time, okay? And yes, this is possible. Sometimes you're afraid of something that could be very good for you, but you're gonna have to kind of get used to it and grow into it. You're not gonna be an expert when you just start. You're becoming an expert over the years, right? Like, you have to practice, you have to get better at it. So when you start with something, you're not gonna be fully comfortable. Same in a relationship, same in a job. You have to grow into it, okay? Yeah, so I'm ready to go with all the signs, right? Yeah, we have Mars in a sextile with Chiron as well. So this is about healing certain parts of you that are still angry. So this is a massive opportunity also for meditation, spirituality, right? Because we have Neptune in the mix in Pisces. So whatever you're angry about, this is time to heal it. Sometimes you have to feel it to heal it, right? Otherwise, it's just gonna stay suppressed. So sometimes a good outburst doesn't always have to be bad, and sometimes anger can change your path. I don't think anger is bad. I think suppressed anger is worse, because that means you keep it in your body. And sometimes you have to let it out, right? In healthy ways. And you can also do it through sports. But yeah, just be aware of that, because it's at 0 degrees. So it's quite a close aspect, the Mars and Uranus situation. And Jupiter is in a sextile with Saturn. So a commitment to your growth, to your financial growth, because Jupiter is in Taurus. And Taurus is the sign of finances, right? Love, it's about physical and material comforts. So you're really committing towards having more comfort in your life in the area where Jupiter is at right now. So let's go to all the signs. Let me get the program on Aries. All right. So this is for everyone who has Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Yeah, I mean, I just put it on Taurus. No, we need to put it on Aries. Yeah, wait a second. Yeah, this is... well, Aries, it seems like you have to be patient. And this could relate in your life as well. Patience. Okay, so this is going to be your subject. Also because there is a lot of Pisces energy in your 12th house. So this new moon is in the 12th house together with Saturn, together with Neptune. Okay, and Mercury is right on your ascendant, right under your sun, or right on your moon if you are at 0 degrees. So this is for everyone is between 0 and 5 degrees. So this is going to make you very chatty during this new moon, but also it's going to be a little bit uncontrolled, because 12th house can be a little bit like you're saying things but you don't know why, because some messages are going to be channeled. Okay, this is a day where you can let go of creativity, and all these planets are in a water sign in the 12th house. So a great day to take a bath, a shower, have a swim. Okay, really relax. This is not the time to take lots of action or to go out and do too much, right? You also have Mars and Venus in the 11th house. So this is a very contradictory energy, but you know, you can go out with friends during the day, and then when you come home, you just relax. Okay, it's great for meditation rituals. It's great for letting your creativity go. You are in a massive upgrade when it comes to your spiritual journey. So if you are on the spiritual journey, definitely you can let go of a lot of old karmic cycles. Saturn will kind of push you towards that, okay? And it's in a beautiful sextile with Jupiter. So the more of karmic patterns you're letting go, the more money is coming in for you. Because Jupiter is in the 2nd house, really expanding your income, expanding your money. So definitely there's a lot of opportunities for you. Pluto just arrived in the 11th house. And this will definitely transform your friendships. This will transform the way you look at the world. Maybe you really want to make a change and you feel called to make a change. And, oh no, I hear like this drilling. I really hope you don't hear it on the video. But yeah, we're gonna have to go with whatever is coming our way. This is Pisces, go with the flow. Whatever happens, just go with it, okay? So now it's not time for control. So anytime you're trying to control, this is gonna work against you, okay? At this time. So Mars in the 11th house is in a square with Uranus in the second. So this is not a time to lend money to friends, okay? Also make sure if you support any kind of NGO or any kind of person, humanitarian, someone who is working for a certain organization, make sure that you get all the details right, and this is going to the right places, right? Your money is going to the right places. So yeah, like a little bit of disagreements with money and friends could come up for sure. So make sure to discuss this very well. The South Node is in the 7th house. So for some Aries, especially Aries rising, this could be letting go of a relationship, okay? Maybe you're letting go of someone that doesn't suit you anymore. South Node cuts off what's no longer serving you when you're going towards your destiny, which is your North Node, which is in the 1st house. So this is all about you learning how to be truly yourself in your relationships, around other people. Like, can you be truly you and accepted? Are you accepting yourself for who you are? This could also mean that someone from the past is coming back, okay? This can also be something that the South Node can bring in for you, right? And we have a trine with Mars, so this could be a friend coming in, turning into something more, okay? All right, let's get you a card, Aries. Drum rolls. All right, cycles. Well, look at that, Aries. With all these planets in your 12th house, you're ready to surrender. You're ready to let go and release the patterns that have been preventing you from doing the things that you want to achieve, okay? You're getting ready for your season, almost there, okay? And then I have the number six. The number 6. And this is all about love. So some of you are definitely breaking cycles when it comes to love. It's like you maybe were with people that weren't fully committed to you, or weren't fully seeing you. And now you're like, I want someone that sees me for who I am, that sees me for the direction I want to go and respects that direction, okay? So it could be that you've been in relationships that really put you in a place where you got stuck and you kind of gave up on a lot of things, and you're revising yourself into becoming someone that discover your life purpose. Yes, there you go. You're really diving deep within yourself and realizing, what is it that I want? And I also see that some of you are definitely musicians. So I'm talking to some of you that are musicians, or, you know, people that have a good rhythm, dancing, making music, listening more to music. And then some of you definitely maybe going into the mountains and doing a meditation there, or doing skiing, but don't be too active doing so, okay? If you're going on the ski trip, make sure to rest. Make sure to rest, yes. Yeah, some of you are definitely going in a new direction with your relationship, okay? Coming back to someone, or you need to talk about the differences that are between you, okay? To make things right. Let me get the last message. Hole in the soul. Okay, this looks like a like a horror card, but basically it's saying that you haven't listened to what you truly want, and maybe in order to please others, you gave away a part of yourself. This could be for family, this could be for a relationship, And now it's time to really come back to that self, you know, to come back to who you are and what it is that you truly want, Aries, because you've done enough giving to the wrong people. Are you appreciating the wrong people? Look at who's really there for you, right? I'm getting this sword, like you became very defensive. But it's time to listen to your intuition, because your intuition will tell you. Because your spiritual gifts are heightened, and a lot of you might get like Kundalini awakening, because there is a sextile with Uranus, and Uranus does cause Kundalini awakenings. Okay, don't be scared if you don't want that. Universe will only give you what you're ready for. Okay, you will never get what you're not ready for. So spiritual awakenings, meditation, yoga practices are going to help you get through this Saturn in Pisces era. Yeah, so that's my message for you, my amazing Aries. If you like this video, subscribe to my channel, leave a comment below how this resonates with you. I also do private readings. You find my email in the description box. And I hope to see you next time. Thank you for being here. I so appreciate you. And until next time, Aries, let's go to Taurus. So this is for everyone with Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Rising. And we have this new moon in Pisces in your 11th house. And 11th house is about your friendships. It's about your community. It's about networking. And so maybe it's almost like some of you might have to go to a networking event for work, and it's kind of forced because maybe you don't really want to go, but you're going. So yeah, it's definitely, there's a bit of a struggle. Or you're going with your friends, maybe you're making a trip with your friends, or you're hanging out with your friends, or you're kind of feeling this heavy feeling like, do I really want this, right? And if it's your work to work with groups, okay, you could be feeling like mixed feelings, okay? It's a huge commitment to do workshops. It takes a lot of energy. So make sure that you prepare yourself well before you go there, and you really distinguish your energy with other people's energy, okay? Jupiter is in the first house. Honestly, this is an amazing time for you, Taurus. I mean, you have the stars behind you, so I don't want to make it too negative, because there's not a lot of negativity for you. Now it's time to go after your dreams, okay? So if that's workshops, or if that's organizing something, teaching something to groups, then go for it. Whatever new beginning you're making, now is the time, because Jupiter is bringing this new beginning, this optimism into your life, okay? And sometimes other people can make you change the way you see things, because this new moon is in a sextile with Uranus in the first house. So you really can have a nice reflection on yourself through other people, okay? Through, the people you meet up with. So I feel that you are making your group of friends smaller, and you're really keeping the people that are really committed to you, and that you're also very committed to. So yeah, we have Pluto now in the 10th house, okay? This is especially for early degree Taurus. This is pushing you towards the job you need to be in, okay? There's no choice with Pluto. It's like, if you want it or not, I'm gonna push you towards the right direction, okay? So you can suddenly lose a job and get a complete different job. Or you meet people and it's almost feels staged, right? And it's gonna push you towards a new direction that you need to go to, okay? So yeah. And Mars and Venus are also in the 10th house. So you're definitely working on some new projects. Don't give up. Put a lot of fun with it, right? That's very important. And it could be that you've let go of a 9-to-5 job with the South Node in the 6th house. Or you're letting go of a partnership and you're moving on, working in a team, or working on your own, okay? But Aquarius in the 10th house likes to work in a team. So I'm getting rejection. And, you know, rejection is redirection. So be aware, Taurus, that sometimes you have to let go of something, because I hear so many times, oh, I have Jupiter in the first house, it's going to be the best time. And it is. Very often it is. But, you know, if a cup is full and you're pouring more water, it can't work. You need to let go of stuff in order for this new beginning to happen. So don't be afraid of rejections. It's just pointing you towards a new direction in your life, okay? Healing. Look at you, Taurus. I'm talking to some people who've done some pretty big healings on yourself, okay? You've done some pretty decent shadow work. And it's almost like there was a time where you lost hope, but this girl is having a light bulb. So the light within you is spreading. Hope is coming to the forefront. Yeah. It's like you've let go enough tears, and now you're ready. Okay? You're ready for the next step. Also, rejection is making you so much stronger, so much more resilient. Unleash your creativity. There you go. There you go. There's something with your creativity that you can share with the people around you, okay? Yeah. Like, I'm seeing like some of you definitely even thinking about new inventions. I can't talk. Inventions. Why can't I say it? I don't know. Invent something that I can pronounce. Yeah. Invention. Yes, you invented something new, okay? This can be a service, this can be a product. Some of you are definitely maybe product innovators, strategic product or project planners, okay? And I see 31 on this card, which is 4, so you're finding your stability in whatever comes to you. But this new moon is about letting go. No control, Taurus. Don't control the outcome. Let it go and let it flow. That's very important for you. So that's my message for you. If you like this video, subscribe to my channel. Leave a comment below how this resonates with you. Also, I do private readings. You find my email in the description box below. And I hope to see you next time. So I so appreciate you, Taurus. And yeah, see you another time. How many? Doesn't matter. Okay, let's go to Gemini. Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Rising. All right. Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Rising. So we have this new moon in your 10th house, okay? So definitely there are going to be some new opportunities when it comes to work. But this also means that you're going to have to work pretty hard, okay? A bit harder than usual. Saturn in the 10th house brings a bit of heaviness, toughness into a work situation. So it could either be that you get like a higher position and you have a lot of responsibility and yeah, that's weighing quite heavy on you. It could be that you're gonna travel and you still need to work on your trip because we have Mars and Venus in the 9th house. I really hope you don't hear the drilling that's happening across the street. Yeah, I didn't plan it, but you know, just like Pisces, go with the flow and do with whatever comes your way. Pisces should not control, okay? So it's about letting your creativity take flight. Like I see some of you are working a lot of hours and it's quite tough. But this is Saturn. It wants to teach you how to take responsibility, and it will reward you with all the good stuff when Saturn is out of the 10th house, okay? So even if you're traveling, try to enjoy the most possible, okay? Jupiter is in the 12th house, so you should definitely do some meditation practices on the side to keep up with all this pressure from the job. If you don't have a job, Saturn could make you work really hard to find one, okay? And you could be feeling a bit down and you could be feeling like, why isn't it working for me? So it's important to keep this meditation practice, okay? So some of you are like, yeah, but I'm not working or I'm not looking for a job. It's about a commitment to, you know, even if you're a parent or if you're retired, you can still commit to, for example, going to the school and helping out over there, right? There could still be ways where you can commit yourself for the public. So whatever the public is, for some, the public is YouTube, okay? You're on YouTube and your videos are not taking off right away, and you're gonna have to work hard to actually release them, okay? You have to, but Saturn is teaching you, right? Like if you look at my channel, I made so many videos and a lot of them failed, but you learn from them and you keep going and you learn what people like and what people don't like. And this is right now, Gemini, what you're learning. Like, what is your vibe, okay? So I don't want to do any fear mongering, but we have Mars in a square with Uranus, so I do see some sleepless nights for some of you around this new moon. Also, I want you to be very careful if you travel around this date, okay? Don't go angry in the car, okay? It could be some delays with your flights, and there could be some, like, keep the anger intact, like don't go overboard with anger, okay? Because we have Mars in the square with Uranus, and this can be quite anger prone aspect. I know people who have this aspect and they can go from 0 to 100 anger and it's short-lived because Uranus is a short-lived, it's like sudden and then goes away quickly. So Gemini, have faith. Have faith. I feel like some of you maybe started going to have a faith again, like going to church or going to a temple or going to look into certain belief system that are working for you. And I feel my channel is judgmental free. You can be of any religion. I believe that we're all one and we shouldn't judge whatever religion people have or whatever people believe in. I think we should all accept each other for the differences we have, but also, is it that different? Because I don't know, I feel like there's one consciousness for all of us, right? So have faith. And then I see the number 22, which is a master number. So you are mastering certain skills. You don't see it, but you're learning more than ever, Gemini, honestly. So entrapment, you're gonna feel maybe a little bit trapped, right? But this entrapment is definitely leading you towards the direction. It's pushing you towards the direction you need to go. And then I see the number 34, which is 7, and 7 is the number of spiritual growth, okay? And we have Uranus and Jupiter there in the 12th house, okay? So martial arts would also be a very good sport for you to do. Don't start around this new moon because of Mars and Uranus, okay? Then I see soulmate. So some of you are definitely manifesting love, or you would like to be in a relationship. And I feel that it has to do with you trying to search for it. But if I look at the card, I see someone that surrenders and also lets people be there for you. Like maybe you were scared that when people are there for you, that you get attached and that they hurt you. But that's the risk you take when it comes to love. I feel that the clouds are disappearing, and open yourself up to the possibility of love, because definitely it is possible for you. And if you're already in a relationship, let that person be there for you. Like maybe sometimes you're separating or like not letting them be there for you, and that's hard on the other person as well, okay? So that's my message for you, my amazing Gemini. If you like this video, subscribe to my channel. I would love to hear how this resonates with you and your situation. I always read all my comments. And yeah, I do private readings as well. You find my email in the description box below. And I so appreciate you, Gemini, and I hope to see you next time. Thank you. Let's move on to Cancer. So Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Let's go. We have this new moon in Pisces in your fellow water sign. You're familiar with water, going with the flow, right? Let the emotions come out. This is something you're familiar with. And with so many planets in the ninth house, some of you are definitely going on a trip. And this trip can really cleanse a lot of karma off you. So some of you might be going to a spiritual retreat, but this retreat is not going to be like a flowy, easy one, right? It's maybe a tough yoga practice that you're going to do, or you're going to commit to something. It could be an art commitment or something you're doing, and it's not going to be easy flowy all the time. It's also going to make you commit, okay? Because sometimes people confuse surrender with not committing to something. And, you know, when we lose our focus on something and we don't have this discipline, we get lost in the water. So in order to swim, you need to learn the technique of swimming, right? So if you want to swim, you have to learn how to swim, because otherwise you're sinking, okay? So surrender is good, right? But take the opportunities that come your way. And yeah, if you're studying something new, some of you are starting a new study, a spiritual commitment, right? Like I said, you could do a retreat or a workshop or something that's learning you more about these skills. This could be any type of language. Maybe you're going abroad and you want to learn a language, but it's really important for you to travel close to water. That's gonna do so good. That's gonna do really good for you. And also take maybe a bath or a long shower, whatever is within your capability, right? I don't know, I cannot look into your life like that. So we have Venus and Mars in the 8th house, so things can go a bit spicy between you and your partner, or between you and I don't know, right? But Mars is in a square with Uranus, right? So there's a few things there. It could be that maybe you go spicy with a friend and you might regret it later. So make sure to think about this very carefully. Also, because we have Uranus in the 11th house, which is your friends, which is money, right? And 8th house is also about other people's money, loans, debts. So make sure that you don't lend money to friends around this time. Don't share too much information. If you have any debts or fines, or you know, if you're going into therapy, also don't share too much. Keep it to yourself, because it's like around this new moon, it's not the best time. And you're going to have to intuitively feel who you're going to tell this to. Jupiter in the 11th house and Uranus, like some of you are going on social media. This could get quite big. You're going to be in a very creative flow and you're going to commit to it, okay? You could be traveling and working, traveling and doing some workshops, traveling for a networking event, okay? Going to a networking event. It's beautiful. Though, if you're an early degree Cancer and you have Pluto in the 8th house, make sure that you do your taxes well, okay? Some of you are going through a court case or a divorce right now. Stay and stick to your own truth, okay? And make sure to not let it affect your work too much. I hear some of you are so brilliant at what you do that you are looking down on yourself with this North Node and Chiron in the 10th house. You are very skilled, but then it's like you almost don't give yourself this love for doing so well, for doing, I don't know, like entrapment. Like sometimes you feel a bit trapped and you're like, when is my time? When is it time for me? And then I'm like, look back to what you already have achieved, right? Look back to what you've done so far. I mean, you should be really proud of yourself. You should be really proud of yourself, okay? Some of you really had to move away from a relationship or a family situation for a job. That might be difficult. Phoenix rising, right? We have these 8th house energies. This is transformative energies, okay? Phoenix rising. And some of you are really gonna commit to like a technical skill. Maybe you're learning about coding or designing, learning something new. But look at you. You're like, I can do this. This might as well be a switch for you to finally acknowledge that you do deserve all these good things, right? I'm getting victim consciousness. It's time to let that go and to allow yourself to be good and to be loved, to be rewarded, and to be successful. So I'm seeing a commitment to yourself and facing these fears, because this girl looks very scared. But this one is in control of themselves. So you're gonna get back to you, okay? Cancel out the noise, the people that are not there for you to support you, and you're gonna do absolutely fine. I'm so proud of you, Cancer. Thank you so much for being here. If you like this video, subscribe to my channel. Leave a comment below, like what's your situation? I would love to hear from you. I always read all my comments. And also I do private readings. You find my email in the description box below. And I hope to see you next time. So let's move on to Leo. So Leo, Sun, Moon, and Rising. All right, here we go. Okay. Yeah, you should go the right direction with your program. So we have this new moon in your 8th house, okay? And we're having these mixed energies of this new moon in a conjunction with Neptune. So Leo, you're going through this massive transformation, okay? You're breaking cycles to the max. And we're talking about Pisces, which is 12th house energy. And we're talking about the 8th house, which is Scorpio energy, which is all about transforming. Something has to die, be removed in order for new things to come in. Saturn is in the 8th house, so it's a commitment to letting go of certain patterns. You're fully committed, okay? This could be patterns in relationships, but also you're determined to pay off your debts, your fines. You're determined to finish a certain court case, okay? Papers, government papers, insurances. Pay attention to all of these things. Neptune can make things foggy, not make you see it clearly. So get a second opinion when it comes to all these situations, okay? Court cases, divorces, papers, tax papers, insurance papers. You know, it doesn't hurt to get a second opinion, just to make sure, okay? Then Jupiter in the 10th house is bringing so many beautiful opportunities to you, especially Leo rising, okay? You have a beautiful alignment to plug into your life purpose, okay? So keep looking. If you didn't find the job that you like, keep trying, keep going, because this enthusiasm is gonna be rewarded, okay? Things are definitely coming back to you. Some of you would like to travel, but you have to wait until Aries season if you want to go. So this would most likely be by the end of the month that you're gonna travel. Also, if you're an early degree Leo, so between 0 and 5 degrees, you now have Pluto in an opposition with your Sun, Moon, or Rising. And if you're a Rising, it's in the 7th house, okay? And this is definitely changing the way you see relationships, okay? You could be dealing with third-party situations. This is a truth-telling planet. Pluto brings up all the stuff that's been hidden, okay? So secrets might come out. You have Mars in the 7th house in a square with Uranus in the 10th, okay? So if there's anything with business relationships, this will come up. So business relationships might suddenly fall apart. Also because we have South Node also in Libra. So any relationships that are not strong enough, okay, this is globally for a lot of people with the South Node in Libra, are not going to survive, okay? And I don't want to do any fear mongering, because if your relationship is going through this period, you know you got a good one. And you should stick to that one, okay? So if there's nothing to reveal, you don't have to be scared, right? Because Pluto is just bringing up the things that are hidden, the secrets that are hidden, the things that are, you know, and yeah, I'm very guilty of this, but if you watch this show, Love is Blind, look how much things are coming to the surface, right? This is Pluto. If you have any secrets, it will come to the surface, okay? You will definitely know a lot more, yeah? Secrets coming out. But career, you're on top of everything. Really, career, courage. Look at you. You're in this energy where you're like, you know what? I'm kind of unbreakable. I'm gonna go towards the light. This is where you want to go, Leo. So you're gonna have to let go of everything that's preventing you from going to the right path, okay? Everything, look at this person is trying to stop this person from moving forward. And this person could also be you, eh? You can also prevent yourself from moving forward in some cases. And it's not just other people's secrets coming to the surface, it's also yours. So you better own up to your things because, yeah, my channel is all about reality. I'm really tuning into, I don't want to, I'm reading the chart as it is, and I feel like if I'm only talking people up, there's no chance in growth. And I know the people that are watching are here for growth and changing and transformation, and right now that's where you're at. But I see a lot of strong characters. Some of you are I see a lot of strong characters tuning in, and I'm very proud of you, right, for everything you've done so far. So help from above, right? Like some of you are getting help from a loved one. 8th house is also people going to the other side. So maybe someone in your family is crossing over. This person is going to help you with you seeing things more clearly. This kind of happened in my own family. My grandfather, who I love so much, he passed away. And after that, I became very aware of my family patterns. And it's something, it's like he was hinting me, or he's helping me to see the bigger picture of things, right? So yeah, there could be help from the other side, making you see things better. So I'm getting sadness and hole in the soul. So when you feel this warmth coming over you, that's a loved one. Just want to say, when out of nowhere there's this warm glow, this is usually the presence of someone from the other side. This could be angels, this could be loved ones. And you know, so many people are scared of being a medium or doing anything spiritual related, but honestly, if you're in a good vibration, it's one of the most beautiful things you can experience. You can feel your heart opening up. You can experience ecstasy without drugs. I mean, there's so many good things, but you need the discipline to keep your energies high. So this sadness, you're gonna face it and you're gonna let it go, okay? Be brave, have courage. Look at this card, courage. Leo, you're the lion. You're on top of things, so it's time to let go once and for all everything that's no longer serving you, okay? Yeah, I feel like you're no longer scared to face certain situations, which maybe before you were like, you know, maybe I didn't see it right, maybe it wasn't that bad, but through your enthusiasm, you can be blinded by what's really next to you, okay? Because you have a way of uplifting other people, and that could be your downfall when you're just focusing on making other people feel good, okay? So that's my message for you, my lovely Leos. I hope you like this video. Let me know in the comments the situation that you're in. And I also do private readings. You find my email in the description box below. And if you like my channel, subscribe to it so you can keep up with many more videos. And I hope to see you next time, Leo. I so appreciate you. Let's move on to Virgo. So Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Rising. For you, we have Pisces in the 7th house, okay? This is all about relationships. Yes. So It's like some of you are a little bit confused. I'm getting confused energy because Neptune is making things pink colored glasses, but also confusing, and Saturn wants to commit. So the question is, are you committing to the right person? And then listen to your intuition. Is the person you're with the right person, or is your gut telling you something else? Okay? If you're in a committed relationship, it could be a bit of a confusive energy. Like you want to be together, but it's uncomfortable. You want to be together, but it's uncomfortable. So, yeah. It could be that this is coming up during a trip as well, or maybe one of the two are traveling and the communication is not very clear because Jupiter is in the 9th house. So most likely the one traveling is you or you're traveling with a partner, right? But we have Mars in the 6th house, also in a square with Uranus. So maybe you have to work during your travel and this is bringing some frustrations and your partner is like, I thought we were having a holiday and then you have to work. So I'm getting this scattered lot of energies going around, okay? But a lot of you are traveling a lot or you're teaching something new. Like this is a beautiful time, Virgo. If you're like some kind of financial advisor, you have Uranus in the 9th house. So anything technical. So I don't know, wanting to be a software developer, an astrologer, because Uranus also rules astrology. Okay, so anything scientific, technical is really good and can make you a lot of money and maybe allows you to travel and work remotely. Okay, but yeah, some frustration with work, with Mars there in a square with Uranus, and then Venus is in the 6th house. So you are able to kind of calm these emotions and these feelings and frustrations. And this could also be that your co-workers are helping you, Virgo. The South Node is in the 2nd house, so money could be flowing out quite quickly. So be aware that you don't overspend too much. And then you have to lend money from people, which is very uncomfortable for you because you don't like to do that. But Chiron is in a conjunction with the North Node. Also, you're going through a period where you're learning how to tune in with your vulnerability. Look at your dreams. So right now, Virgo, look at this girl. She's relying on this tiger. So it's like you're relying on your dreams and you're allowing them to happen. I do see this really good flow where you're just gonna let go and see whenever it happens. And your dreams might actually tell you certain messages. So make sure to have a note or some paper next to your bed with a pen and you write down the messages that are coming true for you, okay? Unleash your creativity. So when you have this urge to create, now is the time to do that. Studying, creating, practicing, right? Some of you felt tied down by something or someone because I see this belt and I'm like, I'm not fully free to do whatever it is that I want to do, okay? Alchemy. So it's about manifesting. Some of you are definitely manifesting a partner, manifesting a creative job, a travel, right? And Jupiter loves to be in the 9th house. It's a beautiful placement to have, right? It's also good for publishing anything with communications, import and export. So these are all very good things. So that's my message for you, my lovely Virgo. If you like this video, subscribe to my channel. Leave a comment below how this resonates with you. And I so appreciate you. And I hope to see you next time. Let's move on to Libra. Libra. We have this new moon in Pisces in your 6th house. So definitely work is on the forefront right now. And it's on one hand very good, right? You can be super creative. And on the other hand, it's like, oh my God, my hair is going everywhere, isn't it? I'm just gonna let it be. I don't wanna, I like to just wake up and just let it be. Yeah. Okay, so maybe that's also a sign for you, Libra, to just let it be. Whatever the situation you're in, let it be as it is and let it flow as it comes. Okay, it's very poetic, but I feel that maybe some of you are diving into poetry, are diving into being playful with your words, right? You have Neptune in the 6th house, so some of you are definitely in a creative job, in the creative field. And if you're not, be aware that sometimes things are a bit foggy, a bit unclear, and you could be like forgetting certain things. So it'd be really good to have an agenda. Saturn is making you work really hard, so there could be a lot of work coming in for you, and it could feel really heavy because you have maybe you're making over hours, you have more work to do. But Saturn here is strengthening your commitment to your health, your commitment to your job. So make sure to eat well, and to, if something is up with your health, that you go to the doctor, okay? You can do alternative healing as well. Where you have planets in Pisces, okay? This is all about spiritual growth as well. And Mars in the 5th house is in a square with Uranus, okay? Tell your kids to be very careful with accidents. You know, I don't want to do fear mongering, but be careful. Don't let them climb crazy stuff during this day, okay? Because Mars is the planet of action. Uranus is unexpected. And also it's in the 8th house, okay? So tell them to take it easy around the 10th, okay? That's the only day, well, around this day. Because we're going to have this placement for a few days before and after, to be fair. But on the 10th, it's at 0 degrees. So, yeah. Also, same 5th house is also a romantic partner. So make sure that they don't do any crazy stuff around this time. Just tell them, okay, just stay in the house, don't do too much, don't do anything too crazy, okay? Like going on a mountain hike, no, not around this day. Doing crazy ski pistes, if you're going skiing, nope. Take the smaller ones, the safe ones, okay? So the North Node is in the 7th house. Here you're finding your balance with a partner, but it's very uncomfortable, okay? Like maybe you don't feel fully seen or heard with your partner, and it's time to really talk about it. If you're single, some of you are not sure if you want to be in a relationship right now. It's like, I want it, but I don't want it. There's a certain doubt there. Jupiter in the 8th house can bring money. Okay, can bring lots of money. Some of you were married with someone who has money. But this could also be someone that wants to invest in your company, or literally money is coming in through an inheritance, money is coming in through the government. You're gonna get some lucky breaks when it comes to money. Unleash your creativity. And I got this for many signs because Pisces is very creative, right? It's time to channel this creativity. And then I feel that some of you are, there's a clock with you. Maybe it's too late. Maybe it's too late to have children. Maybe it's too late to have this job, this career. Maybe it's too late to... Yeah, there's some things you think you're too late, okay, to have a relationship. I'm not attractive anymore. But it's like divine timing is in place, right? Like maybe by holding on and controlling, it's not happening, okay? Maybe by holding on and trying to control the outcome, it's like, you know, this person is holding on so tight. Look at that. I'm holding this so tight, like let it flow for a bit, okay? Pisces is non-resistant. It's not controlling the outcome. Victim consciousness, okay? So in order to get what it is that you want, I'm almost like rapping. In order to get what you want, yeah, just give it like to the universe. That's the fastest way of getting what it is that you want. Not focusing on it all the time, on the lack of it. but knowing that even though you are or were a victim in certain situations, that things will be okay. It's gonna work out. It always does. You're still here. You've done it. So, you know, take off your mask. Yeah. It's like, are you really honest with yourself what it is you truly want? I think that's what's keeping you stuck. Like, there is a confusion, like, you always doubt it. What is it that I want? And this is the number 11, right? Number 11 has this card. So it's like, there's something that you're not fully honest with. And if you take off your mask, I feel, and you see it, you embrace this side of yourself or this situation, it's gonna change very quickly, right? Procrastination, that's the procrastination. I mean, that's kind of the card with what we were talking about. So it's about staying in the victim consciousness or staying in this situation for too long. It's gonna procrastinate it even further. So now it's time to let it go and to let it flow, because that's with Pisces, that's with Aquarius wants to have fun, go have fun, enjoy. And then, boom, you never know what happens. You get pregnant, just like this, because we do have Mars and Uranus. If you are pregnant, be careful around this day. Don't do any crazy movements, okay? I'm getting very passionate here. So that's my message for you, my lovely Libras. If you like this video, subscribe to my channel. Leave a comment below how this resonates with you. I do private readings as well. You can find my email in the description box below, and I hope to see you next time. I super, super appreciate you. Let's move on to Scorpio. So Scorpio, Sun, Moon, and Rising. We have Pisces in your 5th house, and this is all about romance, about kids, it's about your creativity, and it's like some of you are going to commit to a new hobby, something that you love to do, something that you're pretty good at, and you're like, you know what, I'm gonna commit more time to this. At the same time, this could be new romance, okay? And maybe even your partner is pushing you towards doing something new, saying like, wow, you're so talented in that. Why don't you do anything with it, right? So there is this new creative flow coming through you. If you're single, you should definitely mingle, because this is a time where you can meet someone very prominent with Jupiter in the 7th house, with all these planets in the 5th house. Saturn doesn't take things lightly, okay? It's taking things in a serious matter, okay? So maybe you're like, I don't want to date, so you're gonna let destiny take flight and let people come to you naturally. That's maybe where you're at. Or you're going on a dating app and you're like, listen, this is what I want, and if take it or leave it, that's it. I'm feeling this very determined energy with you. Though we have now, especially early rising Scorpios, like between 0 and 5 degrees, you have Pluto on the 4th house cusp. This is bringing a lot of transformations in your family situation, okay? So this could be someone going to the other side. This could be a change in a relationship with a family member or family members. Pluto is bringing up the truth of a situation, okay? So Pluto is bringing up secrets, the truth, and this can transform whatever is happening. So you can work things out and it will be much better and you grow closer much further, or you can do the opposite. It's also a planet of control. So know that you can't control your family to change for you. They are who they are, okay? If they're unwilling to change, there's nothing you can do about it. Same with you. They want you to change. You don't want to. There have to be some type of willingness to change something, okay? And you know in your authentic self what that is, right? You can't tell them to do what you want, okay? If they don't want to change, they won't. And it's so painful. And I know this myself. I know this from my own experience. If people don't want to change, they won't. and it's time to create a path where you're giving them the space to change, to think about it, but also where you don't stop with your life, okay? Pluto in the 4th house can also mean problems with housing, okay? Buying houses, selling houses. You could be set up by someone, a contractor, so make sure that you're dealing with someone that's really honest, okay? Because we have Mars in the square with Uranus, so it could be like a business partner, someone that you're working with, a contractor, so be very aware of that. There could be some conflicts between your family and your partner as well, okay? Maybe, yeah, they're not the biggest fan. Some of you are expecting a child. Wow, okay, all of them fell on the ground. This one was on my lap. Letting go. Letting go. I feel like, hi, okay. Letting go of expectations, Scorpio. Especially when it comes to love. Look at that. Letting go of expectations. I feel some of you are like, I would like to have a girl or a guy with this, that, and that feature. Yeah. That's not a soulmate. That's a physical mate, right? He can look or she can look certain ways, but let the universe surprise you, you know? They know what you like, okay? But don't go for the first person who is like your type. What's the type, right? So yeah, that's my message for you, Scorpio. Thank you so much for watching and for your patience when I was picking up all the cards from the ground. I'm wishing you all the best, and I hope to see you next time, okay? Let's move on to Sagittarius. Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising. All right. For you, we have Pisces in the 4th house, okay? And this has to do with your family. So there might be slight improvement there. Like you could have had a tough situation, maybe with your own family or with your parents, and you need to take care of one of the two parents. And there could be some slight improvement there. Maybe there will be some help or someone that's going to help you take care of them. This could have to do with a home situation, a house. So if you're moving with Saturn in the 4th house, it's going to be hard work. And Neptune there as well is bringing a little bit of confusion, okay? Could be like you're not seeing things very clearly. Like who's working on what, who's doing that. Like if you bought a house, make sure to get things organized and in order, okay? And ask who's doing what exactly, because I don't know. It's better to ask and to check everything. That's really, really important. Also with family, it's a bit confusing situation. Like, yeah, who's saying what? I don't know. There could be some confusion there, okay? Jupiter in the 6th house is bringing lots of work, okay? Some of you are working from home, but it's like maybe you are rethinking and working from an office or co-working again, because the home situation is bringing a bit of chaos. But definitely more clients could be coming in if you're self-employed, or there could be a new opportunity coming in a job that you're already working in, and it's just a bit of a better opportunity. Then we have Mars in the 3rd house, squaring Uranus in the 6th, okay? My lovely Sagittarius, watch out driving angry in the car. Really, watch out in traffic, drive slow around these days, okay? Around the 10th. Don't go too fast, too crazy, because 3rd house is vehicles. So also when you're buying a car, make sure that you buy something and check and everything is in order, because Uranus and Mars can break things, right? It's a sudden action, but this can also mean a breakthrough in your work situation, okay? Maybe a sharp comment is gonna bring more results to you. So it can work in several ways, yes? All right. Take off the mask, okay? Take off the mask regarding temptation, okay? Some of you are desiring something and you're not telling anyone. This could be quite like, some of you want children, some of you, it's like maybe you want to move like abroad and you haven't told anyone, or you want to be in a relationship and you're saying like, I'm fine single, but actually you desire a partner. There's something that you haven't been fully honest about. Yeah. Also watch out, by the way, with siblings, communication issues with siblings. Yeah. Maybe on this new moon, you can like lighten a candle. Because I'm seeing candles. Healing. For healing. Look at that. It's like you've been going through this massive transformation where, yeah, it's just making you more mature in a way. More grounding, more stability with Saturn in the 4th house. I'm feeling like this situation is making you see things differently. It's like, oh, okay. Wow. I didn't realize that. You might have respect for some people, like what they've been through, because now you fully understand. You know? I always had that with a girl, and she was always looking down on me because I didn't have so much money, and I was always working hard, and I was doing like, I was kind of looking down, and then their family lost all the money, everything. And the first person she contacted, guess who? Because we really have to appreciate what we have and not look down on people, no matter where we are at, because it's such a good lesson. You can lose anything in a second. And I feel that sometimes it's a good thing because you learn how to appreciate even the smallest things, right? And through failure, you're gonna appreciate so much more who's around you, and so much more, yeah, your appreciation will grow for people. So you can see what they've truly done for you and what they've truly been through, right? Pride, you see? It's like breaking down ego. It's crazy. We just talk about it and I got this card. So it's breaking down the ego. And I feel you've been in this process where you're like, wow, I'm so appreciating this person so much more. I understand what they went through. That must have been so tough. And this is where empathy is created. Like, people who've been through the most usually have the most empathy, right? Well, there's an extreme. If you've been through extreme traumatic experiences quite early on, it can also cut you off from emotions. And this is why we have a pandemic of people who are not in touch with their emotions. And we see a lot of narcissism because people are disconnected from their bodies and their emotions. They're floating out. There is an emptiness, and this emptiness will be filled with entities because they're in the same vibration. So they do and say things that are not in alignment with their true self. Everybody is capable of love if they are connected to their true self, okay? To their soul, because your soul is in an essence pure. Courage, Sagittarius, look at that. So I feel out of this transformation, there's gonna come so many amazing things, and I feel you're maturing and you're becoming so much stronger, and I'm so proud of you. I really feel like, my God, this is so good. Like, I'm so happy for you. There's been a lot of realizations that made you grow, and this is when opportunities are gonna come in for you. Okay, you're also able to handle more work. I feel more work, and you're thinking like, maybe I would like to have my own family. If you don't have your own family, you're like, now I'm ready. Yeah, I'm ready for that. So that's my message for you. If you like this video, subscribe to my channel, leave a comment below how this resonates with you, and I hope to see you next time. I so appreciate you, Sagittarius. Let's move on to Capricorn. So Capricorn, Sun, Moon, and Rising. For you, we have Pisces in the 3rd house, this new moon in Pisces. And there is a lot about learning, studying, and really bringing your creativity to the next level. So I don't know if some of you are very poetic. You can write poetry. you're really good at writing down your feelings, right? Because Pisces in the third house makes you a very creative person who can create with their thoughts or have a very creative brain, right? And Saturn there makes you commit. So maybe you're studying something creative, doing something that really is helping you transform the way you see work, right? You can let go maybe of a full-time job with Libra in the 10th house, or maybe stop working in a partnership with someone, and you're gonna work from home, or you're gonna work on your own, and you're studying for that, okay? Jupiter in the 5th house, this is children. If you want to expand your family, have a baby, this is a great year to do that. I do want you to be aware that Uranus is in a square with Mars in the 2nd house. So if you're pregnant around these days, take it easy, okay? Don't do many movements, okay? Because there is like, I don't want to say it out loud, but you know, if you carry a baby, just be careful around these days, okay? That's very, very important. Also, there could be some miscommunications with your children and money, or with your relationship and money, okay? There might be some bumping heads there. Maybe your kids are asking for more money, or your partner, or they're complaining about the division of money and who's paying, okay? So make sure that you talk these things through. There might be some communication there with the family, and that's really going to make things a lot more clear, especially regarding money situation. So there is an emphasis on money for you. There is an emphasis on studying. Maybe you're reading a lot of books as well. You're writing. Some of you are channelers. You can channel and write really inspirational messages. But overall, you're in a love cycle. You're in a place where you can like maybe even make a hobby, a job, or doing that on the side. Yes, we have cycles. So you're gonna break through cycles, especially regarding how you see yourself. I feel like a lot of times you didn't think you were enough, and it's like you are choosing a new direction when it comes to where you want to go. How could I have not seen it? Like, how couldn't I be aware of these patterns? Why didn't I see them? Especially with money, okay? With romance, like, you know, you want different things now. You don't want the same things as you wanted before. It's like inner child, you know, you are healing now the inner child with Jupiter in the 5th house. You're healing your inner self, and you're really, my God, you've done so well. Like, really, I see this joy is coming up again, like this allowance to be happy again, to be joyful, to love, to be loved. Where was I for all these years? How teachable are you? Okay. So this has to do with your cycles, right? Are you ready to let them go once and for all? And if you're not sure what are your cycles, just meditate on them, okay? A lot of them have to do, like, maybe you think you're not smart enough because of Saturn in the 3rd house, or cycles when it comes to commitment to yourself, right? And also, can I do this? Am I good enough? Yeah. It's like you have to see things from a different perspective. You're seeing things now differently than you did before, right? I'm getting sadness and dreams, okay? So you didn't manifest your dreams because of the sadness that was there. But now you know your cycle. This negativity was attracting negative cycles to you. So you kind of got stuck in the same loop. Now you're seeing things more clearly. Like, I can make my dream come true. I can manifest what I want. I can have what I want. Right? And you have to trust. You have to trust in that, you know, some things don't happen right away, but you have to trust that one day it's going to be there for you, and you have to be committed to make it come true. Right? Keep repeating your skills, your skill set. And one day you're like, wow, I'm getting better and better. This is coming more natural to me, right? Like, you have to learn skills. Like I was terrible in public speaking. Literally, I went to school when I was younger. I had these red spots, and the teacher would say, oh my God, you have like red spots presenting. I was so shy when I was younger. I was barely able to speak. And now I'm making a video that's almost 1.5 hours without a break, speaking in front of a camera, in front of people watching this video, which is so out of my comfort zone, but I kept repeating it. I had to do so many presentations at school and had to do languages, and then I traveled and I had to communicate with so many people, and it was like I traveled alone. So if I didn't communicate with anyone, I would just be alone. So I had to get out of my comfort zone and walk up to people and talk to them. And this really made me so much more social, so much more aware that some things you have to take action on, and you have to commit to overcome certain fears, and you are in the process of doing that. So well done, Capricorn. This is my message for you. If you like this video, subscribe to my channel, leave a comment below how this resonates with you. And also I do private readings. You find my email in the description box below. Thank you so much for being here. I so appreciate you. Let's move on to Aquarius. Aquarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Aquarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising. I'm gonna sing. I don't know why. Like some of you are in an uplifting energy. Some of you are feeling good. I don't know. I wanna throw my hair in the wind. I don't know. I'm watching to some people are like, finally, a little bit of a break. Good. So, okay, this new moon in Pisces is going to be in your second house of money. Okay, so there could be some good news regarding your money. And because Saturn there is restricting your income, okay? It's making you more responsible and more mature, more mature with your with your money. So it's definitely all about saving it, not spending too much, and being committed to making money through the sources that are aligned with your soul, because Pisces wants to do things that are aligned to their soul, right? Neptune is there as well, so it's like there is a fear of losing money, and there is a way of spending it. So it's about finding the right balance, and also make sure if you sign contracts, if you look at papers, especially if you buy and sell a house, because definitely Jupiter in the 4th house is a great time for buying and selling a house, that you are looking at your money and that you're writing down very clearly, like, okay, I have so much money, this is what I can spend, and make a bit of an overview, okay? But definitely a good time to move. You don't have to buy or sell. You can also just move, rent a house, move in with a partner. Some of you are definitely moving into a place where it's more green, because Taurus in the 4th house wants to live maybe on a farm or a green land or have a forest nearby, which is going to be very, very important for you, especially for Aquarius rising. Okay, we have Mars in the 1st house, so that's giving you a lot of energy. Okay, a lot of energy, but make sure that you're not fighting with family, because Uranus is in a square with Mars in the 1st house. Okay, and Uranus is in the 4th, so you could be fighting. Even if you're buying or selling a house, make sure that you're not going to be frustrated with your partner, with the contractors, with the landlord. Okay, just keep things a bit in check. This is by the way, a transit that's for everyone, so that's not for you. You can better be warned. I always like to have a bit of a warning, so I know how to deal with the energies that are coming up, right? I don't see it necessarily as fear-mongering. I feel it like, you know, if I can control the emotional outbursts and I can think about it, I later on have a better way of communicating my feelings in a more logical way, in a more calm way, right? Especially us women, we have lots of emotions, and you know, sometimes they just they go everywhere. And for me, it's better to walk away and come back later and then talk about it than talk about it in the heat of the moment, because that makes things so much worse. Like pride, right? I'm getting pride. So there is something that needs to be faced here. And especially early degree, between 0 and 5 degree Aquarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising, you're going through a Plutonic cycle. And you see, this person is going through this rebirth. Okay, that's why you see half a skeleton. It's like some parts of you are going to quote unquote die. Like, you're going through this transformation and you're gonna let go of things that are no longer serving you, and these things are making you stronger. So you will be put in situations that gonna make you aware of things that have to go. Okay, so it's about being open to learn and to see what you can do. Okay, if you're working in real estate or something like this, or finances, or the financial sector, you're gonna have a really good time actually. Discover your life purpose, okay? I feel that some of you have been a bit foggy, like, what is it that I truly wanna do that like truly suits? You're doubting what suits you, right? I feel that you need to walk more and move more in order to really see what it is that suits you, because it's like you're not allowing all the emotions to flow. Maybe some of you are holding them in, and that's preventing you from fully seeing all the qualities that you have, because holding them in is a tough job. Sometimes you need to let them flow, so there's more space, because I feel like I'm talking to some people that are very talented. Okay, I'm getting beauty, love, and whole in the soul. So I feel that once you love yourself, right? Because there is a part of you that's afraid to fully commit and fully show yourself to the world in a creative job or in a relationship. And maybe it's time to see yourself as someone more beautiful, more handsome. Yeah. It's like maybe it's time to wear some jewelry. Like, it doesn't have to be very expensive, but something that enhances who you are, right? Doesn't matter if you're male or female. Something that suits you. I feel that you've been dressing down to not be judged, but in a way I feel that I don't know, it's almost like time for a new closet, or time for some new clothes, time for some changes, maybe a different haircut. Yeah. And then I'm like, look at this person. Like, I'm in a love cycle. Someone is in love with you, but you're not seeing it. Maybe you're looking at someone else, or you're looking at someone you're hoping for, and you're missing out on someone that is definitely wants to be with you. So I feel that you're gonna have to turn your head, right? This doesn't have to be a relationship. This can also be a job or a project or something. Like, maybe you're hoping for approval from someone, and if you just looked around, someone is catching you. But you're looking at maybe family or some appreciation from someone that's not going to give it to you. Okay? So anyways, that's my message for you. Keep thriving. You're doing so well. I'm really proud of you for all the transformations that you've been through. And yeah, I'm wishing you all the best. Subscribe to my channel if you want to see many more videos. And until next time, let's move on to Pisces. So obviously, this is going to be highly impacting you, especially if you're a Pisces sun, moon, or rising on at 20 degrees. Okay, so what is happening is that the universe is pushing you towards a new direction, and this direction is a mix of responsibility, spirituality, creativity. Okay, if you're not connected to the spiritual side of yourself through your intuition, this might be related to feeling a bit lost, because Neptune can feel lost when not connected to the divine. But I feel that it's almost like there's a blessing in disguise for you. Okay, so it's like in the skies, yeah. And it's like committing to this thing is training you to be able to handle more, right? So for example, if you want to start a business and for example you have a problem with boundaries and you're working with clients, this business is not going to work out. Okay, so what do you need? You need to learn boundaries. How do you learn boundaries? By meeting people that are disrespecting your boundaries over and over and over again. This is a cycle I've been through myself, and it made me so much stronger, more committed. And now when I'm in business, I know exactly what it is that I need to do. I don't, certain boundaries cannot be crossed. And if people cross my boundaries, well, and this is, I feel, the cycle you're in right now. So don't see it as like something bad. I feel that this is something that's helping you to be stronger so you can do the things that you want to do. So for example, if you look at celebrities, they're harassed all the time. They get all these negative comments. Their dream was to be a singer, right? But in order to be that person, you need to be strong, you need to persevere, and you need to have commitment. Yeah, some of you are definitely in sales or in the financial sector. Your communication skills are really, really thriving right now. Really, really thriving. Like, if you want to write a book or publish something or be like some kind of teacher, it's time to do that. Okay? Letting go. I feel this is about letting go of expectations. I feel some of you Pisces have such high expectations of yourself that it's like almost like it's keeping you trapped, right? Let it flow. And we have Mars in the 12th house in a square with Uranus in the 3rd. So watch out with driving, okay? If you're feeling foggy or angry, drive slow, please. Not too fast, okay? This could also mean that you're gonna have some trouble sleeping. Some of you have to deal with some nightmares with Pluto and Mars in a square with Uranus. Make sure to meditate, okay? Like I said, entrapment. This is like feeling trapped, but I feel not for long. Not for long. You're being trained to see your true potential. Yes, you're gonna remove this hole in the soul because sometimes we have to integrate parts of ourselves that we lost on the way, that we've given away in relationships, that were given away to other people. And I feel that you are discovering these patterns. Okay? Wild. So break free. This person is breaking free. And this person is on a journey. Like, I'm gonna try something else. I'm gonna try something new. And with this commitment, this lesson of commitment, right? You can achieve anything. So some of you are definitely going to get a more authoritative job, more responsibilities, like children, family, all these kind of things. Patience. Patience. So with time, you're going to get it done, right? So do good plannings, meditate a lot. Your creative experiences are really off the roof. Then I see the garden, like some of you are maybe redecorating your garden. Maybe you want to have more flowers around you. But it's like, I'm seeing this crave, like I need to go into the forest. I don't know, it's so random. But some of you love Easter, where you're like hiding eggs. Nature, nature, nature. You need more nature because that's going to inspire you. And I feel that, money-wise, I feel that don't overspend right now. And I'm seeing this, now you have less, you love yourself more. It's really crazy, but let me know in the comments if that's you. Now that you have less, you feel you have more. It's like you're getting lessons of self-love, lessons that you didn't know were gonna teach you so many beautiful things. And you feel so whole and complete because of having less. You appreciate small things more. So yeah, that's my message for you, my lovely Pisces. If you like this video, subscribe to my channel. Leave a comment below how this resonates with you. And I hope to see you next time. Thank you so much for being here. Bye bye.